Hello.
It's a strong welcome from Ollie.
We're live.
We think so. We're not sure yet.
From the East Coast, USA. Living on the West Coast of the USA. Literally spanning the USA.
Canada here. Oh, everyone's already saying where they're from. That's good. That's
I
good.
like
That's
Canada,
going to be
I
like
like the USA. All these places sound great. And there's someone said India up there, I believe.
That's going to be.
I
Germany.
think we should give them some context. So
Yeah.
so we
Hey,
have a new
guys.
studio set up, and we have a TV right there that shows the comments.
Just off to one side. We're all just like slightly staring into the middle distance.
Oh, fantastic.
Can you hear us
Yes.
properly?
Are we? I'm not sure what the delay is on this either, so we might be waiting.
I think
a
it's
little-
about 15-20
It
seconds.
looks
Okay.
great.
Depending on the
Romania
Looks
here,
great.
Michigan.
Great. Awesome.
Whoa! It's all going off. This is why we didn't have the comments up when we used to do this.
It's Jamie from Film Empire. Hey,
Yes, yes, they can
dude.
hear us
Yes, we can
fine.
hear you. Awesome. Good. Sweet.
Okay, well,
Okay, so
guys, I've got a squeaky seat, but other than that, this studio is looking good.
yeah, it's been fun to put together. That's for sure.
If you watched the last tutorial or so, you will have seen Javert at his new tutorial station as well,
Yeah.
which is fantastic.
It's about
Sounds-
10 feet that way.
It's not.
Spoilers.
Don't ruin the
Yeah.
illusion. It's in a completely different warehouse.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Studio B. This is Studio A. Sound Studio A. If you can hear the fan, tell us, because it's really hot and we're blowing it straight at the mic.
Yeah.
Because we know about sound.
Yes. There we go. So yeah, this is the new studio. It's very cool.
It's got
we've
the
got this.
LED lights.
Check out this insanely shiny table. Enjoy
Look at
it.
that.
And here are some.
You had to polish it every
Here's some
minute of every
LEDs.
day.
For everyone to enjoy it. There we go. Flash it.
If you have epilepsy, look away.
Yeah,
look away now.
Right about now. You can do all sorts. We can leave it on that if you want. We won't. But
No,
we could.
It's confusing
It's
me.
good to have the option.
So yeah, we've got
There you
new
go.
camera
It's all kicking
setups
off.
as well to do this, and we should be live streaming the same to Facebook as we are to YouTube. No second
Yeah, for the
class
first
citizens
time.
here. Yeah,
That's
this
the
is-
first time. So
And
Yeah,
we obviously
it's
have
awesome.
a microphone.
a legit one.
It features and Godzilla or Alan.
Alan.
Sorry. Yes. Okay. It's Alan. He doesn't like it when you call him Godzilla. So yeah, like something's happening. What's going on? People are
We've
saying
got
nice
all
things. They
sorts.
love the new set. This is fantastic.
Yay. Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Can you do the
We-
Ant-Man effect?
We should probably start off with the
Yeah.
lead off question.
Yeah,
So
lead off
the
question.
lead off question is
Yeah.
where are you from,
Where are you
and
guys from?
what is the tutorial that you would like to see the most if
Yeah.
you could have one?
Someone says Ant-Man.
That's
I mean,
it.
it would be-
Ant-Man is one. Yeah,
It'd be
that's
great
good.
if someone
Good
was doing
option.
an Ant-Man tutorial. Someone from the past,
That-
the great legacy of
We-
hit
yeah.
film.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can talk about that.
Yeah,
That's,
we can talk about it. Yeah, that's fine.
that's one of the bullet points.
We'll allow it.
I'll let you
so-
guys talk about that.
Yeah, so we have a special guest in October returning. Simon Jones is going to be doing an Ant-Man effect.
The man, the legend.
Yeah, he was
He's
was
back.
here filming on our green screen, and he's got the effect in a pretty good place, and he's working on the tutorial.
Yeah, it was a fun one to film.
I'm looking
as
forward to
well.
that one.
That's good. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't get
It's coming out good.
my seat height correct. So
I
if
don't- I
I
haven't
keep
got-
like fiddling,
So yeah, look forward to that one. It's a good one. It's kind of like an Ant-Man effect that I haven't seen covered yet.
oh, someone says about how to build a
So-
PC for hit film. We're going to cover that sometime soon as well, aren't we?
Yes.
Yeah, there's all going on.
We may have filmed stuff for that as well, whether that's used or.
Yeah, we will.
Yeah.
We will use that.
Yeah.
Yes,
Excellent. So
absolutely.
yeah, that's coming as well. Any other options? What else do people? A Godzilla effect. What kind of Godzilla?
We'll just
effect
dress
do you
Ollie
know?
up as Godzilla, right? Do an
Yeah,
old
I can do
school,
that.
you know, like 60s.
I was looking at Godzilla outfits to buy for the
Because
Christmas
who
party.
doesn't?
Yeah, well, that.
Who doesn't?
And for the Christmas party.
Yes,
So-
a black tie affair.
yeah, Godzilla like tucks over the top. It's gonna be great.
Getting a few reports of audio desync.
There's a there is.
Audio desync.
We saw this. didn't we?
Yeah.
It's slightly out of sync.
I think
Is it
that may not be anything that we can do potentially.
we might have to change something in the settings to.
Yeah.
Is it that the image is first or the audio is first? This is the question. I think it's the audio that's first and needs to be delayed slightly.
Do you reckon?
Yeah.
Oh, this is more testing that needs to be done. We did a lot of testing yesterday to get this kind of up and running. We thought we got it to a roughly good spot. So
Cedric's
there's
in the room.
always-
What's Cedric saying?
There's always more.
The
more
audio.
testing that can be done.
Is it the audio before the image?
Audio's first, apparently AD says.
Wow.
Audio's
There we
first.
go.
Audio is first.
Audio's there. Wow,
From
wow.
AD Cakes.
Ah.
The QA.
Hey, I know that guy.
Yeah. He's in the other room, the Studio C.
Yeah, that's the one. Nailed it. Wow,
Back to
so-
the Future time travel effect. Josh was looking at DeLorean the other day.
I was looking at
Ooh, yeah.
DeLorean. You can rent a DeLorean here in the UK for too much money, but
I
like
was going to say a bargain.
like Back to the Future is my favourite film of all time. So if we could do, and we all know how Javert is awesome with the lightning effects inside the software.
You love it.
So yeah, if we could get a DeLorean and do the flames along the ground, I'm sure Simon would also want to get involved on that one, and then Ollie can be Doc Brown.
Yeah, there we go. I can spike my hair up.
Yeah, we
Or
can
shave
bleach the whole lot.
Oh yeah, let's do it. Why not? Yeah, that's a good one. We've never actually have we covered any Back to the Future stuff before?
No, it's
No.
not. It's, I mean, I would be traumatized by doing Back to the Future because it's my favourite thing ever.
Yeah, so
If it wasn't
up to
spot
standard.
on, then I would feel like I've let Back to the Future down.
and yourself down.
And everyone,
Yeah.
just all of you guys.
Cool. Okay.
Flash effect we've
Ooh,
done.
that's a
Superman's
good one.
laser eyes we've done.
Fire bending effect.
That is a good one.
Yes. This guy's been watching Avatar.
Speaking
The
of
Last
tutorials
Airbender.
and
Amazing.
Ollie,
Oh.
do you want to tell them?
Oh, what a
you're doing?
segue. I may be making a tutorial.
His
Look out
first.
for it. Toward the end of October.
Oh, there's
Slash beginning of November.
yes, and it's looking good.
Yeah?
It's looking good.
It's looking fun. Looking,
Ollie is
looking
stepping into the
spooky.
fold.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh,
Spoilers.
someone's saying, can you guys change the typing of Arabic sort of languages on the PC? Yes, we can. In fact, is the next update? Is 10 the next update, guys? Does 10 sound like it's the next update?
9.1.
Honestly, don't remember when
Potentially.
the text is supposed to go.
9.1's out, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, 10 might be really, really awesome to do with anything to do with text. In fact, like, it might be almost like we've looked at all the issues with our text engine and fixed them all in one go. That would sound like a
Crank them
good
to
thing to do.
11.
We should do that if we weren't already doing it for version 10.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, straight from the horse's mouth. I don't know. Maybe I'm not telling the truth, but yes, that's what's happening. I'll try him. Gotta try him.
Francis, hello.
He likes the
Hello.
set. I'm glad you like
Yay.
it because it
Woohoo.
would take ages to rip this thing down now.
Yeah.
It'd take long enough to put it up.
Yeah. Yeah. It's, glad you like it, man. It's good. Where is Kermit? That's a good question.
Yeah,
think
I
he's-
don't actually. Where is Kermit?
It's hanging from the blinds.
he's hanging from the
Oh,
blinds.
that's really nice.
In a
Someone's saying
nice way.
HitFilm is the best free software for visual effects they've ever seen. Well, we're going to keep
Yay.
on making it better.
Yeah,
We have
for sure.
we have a
We
lot
should
of
get you.
plans. In fact, there's a lot of stuff coming out.
No.
There's a lot of stuff coming out this year.
Yeah, there's a lot of awesome
there are
stuff
more
coming out.
versions of HitFilm coming. We have some really great new features.
Yes.
And I think actually I'm really, really excited about what's coming in the software.
Yeah, me
And
too.
a bit of an update to the look of the software as well. Not like profound. You're not going to suddenly not find all the buttons that you want. I'm not sure what just happened, but yeah, go long.
Don't give in.
Spider-Man web
strong.
swinging effect. Can you? Yeah, we should do web slinging.
Web
That'd be
slinging.
cool.
That's a tricky one.
Yeah,
It is.
How do you
is.
get it
It's
to-
usually tricky.
Not suck.
Yeah.
How do they do it in the films? Do they do it all 3D?
Yeah,
Is it
yeah.
3D strings? And
He's
then it's
not
all-
even
and
in the
he's
films, is
fake,
he?
isn't
Like,
Yeah,
yeah, the whole film's fake. It's
Yeah.
all CG.
yeah. So it's
The cinema you're watching
a
in
lot
is fake.
trickier than it sounds, unless you do it with like stock and then composite it in, which I know Production Crate have like Spider-Man stock stuff, which can be used, but it's tricky because with that it's obviously set to a specific angle, so you have to make the corresponding camera angle when you're filming the original shot to then put it in. So that's one tricky bit to it.
There's a bit of a fan stuff going on for Javert here, loving the tutorials.
Thank you.
Someone's saying, when is the next version of HitFilm coming out, version 10? I would say soon.
Oh,
Yes,
there you go.
fairly soon. Yeah.
Who knew?
Hopefully you guys do.
A
Yeah.
couple of people asking about how to win HitFilm Pro, since we have that in the title. Yeah, so we
That's
probably,
it. Yeah,
announced
yeah.
that early. 'Cause,
Yeah.
so
Title.
if you want to win a copy of HitFilm Pro, what you have to do is by the end of this live stream, so in like 50 minutes, at the end of 50 minutes, send us an email and tell us about your favorite project that you've done with HitFilm and why. If you don't say why, we're not going to give it to you.
Javert's strict on the rules.
Yeah,
So.
Yeah, don't mess with
He's going to be
Javert.
judging it. Yeah.
He's tall.
Yeah.
If you send it to nottobrag@fxhome.com.
The easiest email address to remember.
Yes. Who made that?
Venom transformation tutorial. That would be hard.
That would be very hard.
That would be very hard. Someone has said, I made a video using HitFilm coming out at 3 p.m. EST. You guys really helped make my videos better.
Yay.
This guy is... I haven't got my glasses on. Is that W-A-T or W-A-R TV?
War TV.
War TV 14. So check it out. He's got a video coming out at 3 EST. How long is it until 3 EST? I don't know.
I don't know. I'm not sure.
Oh my God.
No.
We've just had...
It just went to sleep.
I'll just...
Let's talk about...
Okay, so as long as it did just go to... I thought it was a power cut.
Yeah, it
Thank
just
God.
goes to sleep.
Right, so yeah, if you... And we're back. It's good.
Wait, there's a question. Do we attach the project to it? No, you just have to, well, attach the project.
If you can send a link to like where you've uploaded it to
Yeah.
YouTube or something like that, that'd be absolutely fantastic.
You don't have to give us the project file and all that stuff.
Yeah,
just your favorite project and why, what made it
why
special
it's your
to you.
favorite project. Yeah.
And if you need that email address, Kirsty, just put it in the chat. So
There you go. Yep.
use that.
It's up. Cool. So yeah, that's how you can win. We'd love to see like as many entries as possible because we're kind of looking forward to looking through them all, and we'll probably include quite a few of them at our next staff gathering as well for everyone to check out.
And we're back.
So that'll be great. If you, send some stuff in.
Oh, we love people sending their stuff in. We want to do like a... I'm just going to throw this out here. We want to do a show reel of all your greatest stuff. So if you've been working on anything, it does not have to be visual effects. So if you've done any color grading, you've done a music video, you've done an edit you're really proud of, no visual effects at all, or visual effects, or titles, or anything like that, point us at it. And if you give us permission to use it, we could well put a show reel together and we will make sure to credit you. And it will go out, and thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of people will see it. So send us your best stuff, and we will include it. And we'll also show it to the team, like you said, who absolutely love it.
Yeah.
So yeah,
There we go.
that was my seat.
Yeah. Another question about the contest. Public videos only. As long as we can see it. If it's unlisted, that's fine.
Yeah,
as long as
you
we can watch it.
Put it unlisted.
Are the Harry Potter tutorials coming? Did someone mention Harry Potter?
I put it in the title. Yes. So
Okay.
that is November. We're gonna have 2 Harry Potter tutorials. One on.
So writing it down in stone. You can't get out of it now.
Yeah, I know, right? One is gonna be on spellcasting, and the other is gonna be on disapparition and apparition. So that's I'm working on that right
Oh,
now.
this sounds awesome.
Oh my lord.
Oh,
Ollie's
yeah.
probably gonna be the main character, to be honest. So.
Dumbledore.
I'm Dumbledore. I'll grow my beard out. It can grow that quick in that time, can't it?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah,
Ooh.
where are we going now?
Let's go to these comments that
might have
Kirsty has kindly linked.
I might have to get my glasses, guys, because I'm an old man and the screen is just a little bit too far away. When's AAF or XML import coming?
That's one for Josh, yeah.
We are looking at XML with the audio side. Yeah, we are looking at the XML side in particular. We're looking at the moment. But yeah, there's quite a lot of options. Oh, hello! My glasses have been brought to me. This is very somewhat embarrassing. Right, let's get these on. Oh, I can see everything. Yeah, so we are working on, or we're looking at XML, but we're trying to work out where there isn't really a standard there that we can use definitively. What if you're coming from Premiere? What if you're coming from something else? So yeah, we are looking at what we can do. Or what we can do to make importing from other projects, other products easier. Cool.
Awesome. There you go. And we got the Hydra Dude 17. Props to y'all, because I don't know where I would be in YouTube without HitFilm Express. That is awesome to hear.
300.
Very, very happy about
sorry,
that.
yeah. and
Keep
yeah,
it up.
Stephen.
Stephen.
SE9, most of my 300 vlogs and travel logs are edited in HitFilm Express. Thank you.
Wow.
No, thank you. That sounds amazing.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
incredible.
If you
Send
whatever
them
ones
in.
you're most proud of, send them in, and
Yeah,
we'll add
please
them
do.
in.
That'd be great.
the content that we want to demonstrate and show is what you guys make. It doesn't have to be, you know, particular things. Just like, you know, travel vlogs and stuff like that. If you're happy with it, proud of it, show it to us. We'd love to see it.
Yeah, that'd be really cool. It makes a change as well. We don't see a lot of people don't often send that kind of video into us. It's once in a blue moon that we see stuff like that.
Where's Kirsty? Kirsty's just over here.
Studio C.
No, that's X. we do hope to get Kirsty in with these guys soon.
She'll be in next time.
Yeah, replacing me.
Spoilers.
Her eyes work. There she is.
Her eyes work. Excellent.
HitFilm Express changed everything really, but that's very, very kind. Actually, you know, you guys did this because like we put this software out so that you guys would do things. This is how we found Javert, and now Javert makes the tutorials and he's changing everything. So yeah, it's all fantastic. We just need to get more stuff out for you guys. Yeah. And wouldn't it be awesome if we were putting more tutorials out? Don't you think?
That would be
like more than once a week. That would be excellent.
That would be fantastic.
quite a workload, but
yeah, quite a workload. If only we could find more people to work on these things. Not me. Sorry.
Well, it's not in the points to discuss. Yes. Good.
Hey, fun. Andy from the forum.
Andy from the forum.
Hey, good to see
Andy
you.
From the forum. Nice. What else we got?
So we talked about the Harry Potter effects. We've also got Fallout effects coming in November.
Oh yeah.
I got the plate the other day. It's vintage video, and then we're working on a VATS effect as well. Speaking of Harry Potter, what do you guys think about that game?
The game? Oh my god.
Yeah. It looks incredible. I want. Well, obviously it's a real game. If nobody's seen it, some footage has been leaked recently on the internet of a Harry Potter game. A nice, very cool-looking RPG. With destructible scenery and such, and it looks incredible. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah,
it looks awesome. It looks like people have put some time into that, so I don't think it's a hoax or anything. It's a shame someone went back on their NDA, but yes, it's good for us to see.
Somebody's getting fired.
Yeah.
No, I think anything around Harry Potter and getting that excitement up so that we can make tutorials is pretty awesome. And when I say we, I mean Javert.
Yeah.
Someone's just saying they made their first tutorial. It's just scrolled off the screen so quickly, but they made their first HitFilm Express tutorial, and this is super cool. So again, tell us about it when you make tutorials, because these guys will tell all of our other users about it, and you'll get loads of views. Because you know the only thing better than us making tutorials ourselves is when you guys make tutorials, and then we learn how you use the software, and we get inspired by what you do. So
make it better.
Tell us when you do it, because we will give you as much coverage as we can,
as humanly possible.
And then maybe you'll get a job.
Exhibit A. I love the Fallout games. Good.
Me too.
That's how it's written. It's exactly how it's written.
No, we are aware there are some audio sync issues. We will have that fixed for next time. But if we stop the stream now, we may never come back.
That is an issue. Yeah, and hopefully I'm assuming you can fix that. It would just be we can fix that.
Yeah. It's not going to be a big ish. Someone also mentioned about Andrew Kramer further up as well. I know we're going to be answering these other questions as well, but we have reached out to Andrew Kramer, and I chat with him when we are at the same conferences and stuff. Obviously, he's an inspiration to all in the visual effects arena, and he's brought out some very cool stuff. And some of that stuff we'd like to get into HitFilm at some point. If only such a thing were possible. Very smiling. I'll shut up.
Gareth Owens says, "Thank you for replying to my email today." You're very welcome. That's really cool. That's a really cool shot you've made. It's like, I think with all production crate competitions, so Gareth Owens there, he made an entry to a production crate competition. It's like 10 seconds long, and he's made like a little story around it in the description. 10 seconds long, spaceship flies in, shoots a beam down into a building, and stuff. So it's a really cool shot. It's really awesome. I love how it's coloured and stuff. It looks like proper old school sci-fi film. So yeah, good job on that. It was sweet.
Someone's saying their laptop broke, so my HitFilm account is on there, and they're going to buy a new laptop. You can still install it from the same account. As long as you have access to the same email address, you're fine. You're good to go.
Yep.
And even if you weren't, then, you know, if you've got the pro version and you can't find your details, you can just get in touch with our very, very friendly support. It may even be the great Axel Wilkinson, who may be able to help you out with that. But yeah, don't worry about it. We've got you covered.
Yeah. Nothing shall be lost.
What new things are coming to HitFilm? Well, that would be telling.
Yeah.
There's an awful lot
Yeah.
of new things. The first stuff, like we shouldn't say, but we are, is the
Josh
tech.
is.
Is the tech stuff, which the guys have done a great job. But there's quite a few things coming over. There's some of that stuff's coming in October. Some of it's in November. Some of it's December. There's a little bit too much to talk about actually, but what we will make sure is that we cover it either in live stream, future live streams, or in a dedicated video made by, Javert, in the future, so that you get the full lowdown on the cool new stuff we're adding. There's some effects in there, some new functionality within the software. There's all sorts of stuff, to be honest. So yeah, we will cover that, but we're just sort of tweaking it at the moment.
Yes. There we go.
A disintegration effect like the one in Infinity War.
Well, it just so happens we already kind of have one. I'm not sure how long ago it was. I think it was a couple of weeks before Infinity War actually came out.
Yeah, it's been like maybe 2 months.
Yeah, something like that.
Who did that
Something
effect?
Like
Was that
Triumph?
It was Triumph.
Mike
So
Miller.
yes,
Yeah, he created that
he's
effect.
here in the comments. But yes, he did a great effect. Pretty intensive, but a very good effect. So yeah,
it's one of the kind of harder ones to follow along to, maybe.
But if you would like to see Ollie reprise his Thor, but actually disintegrate, do tell us.
It can be done.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was a popular tutorial actually, because it came out before Infinity War and just so happened to kind of coincide with that. So yeah, keep an eye out. Do you work together with Aidan Robbins? Somewhat. We are most certainly in contact. Aidan Robbins makes amazing content on YouTube. Not just visual effects stuff, some visual effects stuff, but a lot of just filmmaking type videos. He's got a really cool channel. If you type in Aidan Robbins into YouTube, go and check it out, because he's got tons and tons of really, really useful tips on there, and his channel is growing monstrously at the moment. Within the last year, I think he's reached the 10,000 subscriber mark.
That's good work.
I've spoken to him this week, and at that point he was well over 30,000 subscribers. What? So he's he's doing pretty well. So go and check him out. He's got some really, really, really good resources there for visual effects and just general filmmaking stuff.
Someone's saying that we should do some tutorials on making music videos and doing music video editing. We really intend to do this, but we want to make sure that we work with someone. We always try and do this. Work with someone genuine who's actually like really skilled at that. So we're looking out for someone that might be someone that makes really cool music videos, has an artist that they're working with and wants to put something together, and then we'd love to like build an experience around that. So we just got to find that right person. But then we would really like to do that. There's a few other things, like. Doing something like a skate or BMX type extreme games type video as well, and a few other things. So yeah, we've got some ideas for that, but yeah, music would be really cool. Yeah. India's just going offline. Someone's just like, "Good night from India. Good night."
Good night.
So that's cool. Sleep as well. Okay, you made it weird.
That's what I do.
What if HitFilm and Film Riot would do a short film set in the Fallout world? Well, that would be amazing.
That sounds really cool.
It's so good.
Yeah. We have a dream.
Please ask them for that.
Yeah, ask Ryan. Say,
we will as
Ryan
well.
and Josh. Say, the guys over at HitFilm would love you to go over to the UK and make something with them, and they would like look after you and get you like somewhere nice to stay and feed you and everything. Just go, do it. So yeah, I know actually
Exactly
those
that.
guys have got some really. They're trying to break out to the next level, which they already have done with a lot of their work, but they're actually trying to take it the next level from that. And if anyone's going to achieve that, it's them, because they just work as Ryan and Josh and the whole family that work there. They're such a great unit. So if anyone's going to be like a breakout person and start doing TV or features and stuff like that, it's going to be them, and we'd be so happy for them because they're just the nicest people. But if they actually do have any spare time, come into the UK, we'll make something with you.
Yeah, definitely. That'd be amazing. Oh, what's this? Live comment section? One for Javert.
Wow.
Yeah, so Farrah Films. So I did an interview with Farrah last week, I think. It was just an audio interview, but yeah, that'll be up on his channel.
Awesome.
Just talking about favorite movies, filmmaking, visual effects, HitFilm.
That's cool.
And he's in the comments there.
Yes.
Thanks, Ollie, for getting on my email. You're very welcome. I've been responding to a lot of emails with these comments. Thanks, guys.
Oh, someone's just asking, if someone buys the current version of HitFilm or Studio like the week before the new version comes out, do they still get all the benefits? It doesn't work like that anymore. Yeah, you do, because like what happens is when you buy the software, you buy a year's worth of updates. So wherever you buy it today, or you buy it tomorrow, or you buy it in 3 months' time, you always get a year's worth of updates. So there's no, oh my God, a month later, a new version comes out, I'm not getting the updates anymore. We don't do it like that because we felt it wasn't fair for anyone. So you get all the updates, but it's not a subscription. So at the end of your year, if you don't want to buy any more updates, you just keep the version you've got and you keep it forever, and that's yours to use. That's fantastic. But if you want to get back on board and get more updates, you can do that. Or, you know, you're busy at uni or college or whatever, skip 6 months and then get another year's worth of updates. So it's really, really flexible. You lose your projects and can keep on opening them. It's not a subscription. You don't get shut out, but you can make sure that you've got the latest version. You have no fear of the time that you buy something coming out in a month's time and you're not on the latest version anymore. That's not how it works. Actually, this only came in like last November, so everyone that's bought last November and onwards has still been getting every single update. So the version that's coming out in the next few weeks, they'll get that as well. It's just the fairest, nicest system that we could think of.
Yep, that covers it.
How much does it cost after 12 months? Less than it does new, probably about 2/3 or something of what it does new. Or there'll be special offers around Thanksgiving and things like that. Or at the point that you're coming up to 12 months, we'll mail you and say, here's the best offer to do it. But, you know, we're not the kind of company that's just constantly trying to make the most money from people. We want it to be fair. We want you to enjoy it. We want you to upgrade for another 12 months. So, yeah, it's not the full price over again or anything like that.
There we go.
Cool.
And we've got another person saying, how does one win? So we're kind of like halfway through the stream now. So if anybody's joined us in the last half hour and missed how they win HitFilm Pro, which I'm assuming that comment is about.
Yes.
Not just live.
Yeah, how do I win? If you've got any projects you're really proud of, effects you really love and that you've made and they're all wonderful, or just films that you've edited in HitFilm, we would love to see them. Send them into our email address, not to brag, but at fxhome.com. And the reason why you love that particular piece of work you've done, we're going to sift through them all and have a look and pick a winner, and then we'll contact you via your email address and give you a copy. That's how we're going to do it.
Kirsty just deleted the question that I was going to answer. Any updates on Action Pro? Well, yes, there is, in fact. I've just posted on the forum last night about what's coming out in 0.4, which is probably going to be early next week. And 0.5 is underway. This is a much bigger change towards what it will be like for 1.0. 0.6, I already know what's coming in that, which is going to be some integration with iOS devices like iPads and iPhones. So the development is ongoing. It's still in beta, but there's all sorts of stuff going on now. We're sorry that there was some delays there. The popularity of everything HitFilm kind of caught us a little bit by surprise. It was growing, but yeah, it kind of delayed us, but we're back on it. Cool. What's this? Hey, HitFilm team. Sorry, this isn't HitFilm related. That's fine. But how do you deal with being irritated with actors on set? I'm shooting on Saturday, and I'm using my little bro as an actor. Ooh, family as well. Ooh, never work with family or animals or children.
Children.
Or anyone you like.
Yeah, because you will get annoyed. Yeah. Yeah, I don't. You go.
I would go make sure they have food and somewhere to sit.
Oh, yeah.
Because being in a film is really, really not what people expect, and it's a lot of waiting around. So if they've got a Nintendo Switch or something to be doing in between things, sitting there, as long as they haven't got the sound on, it's ruining it. But
every take.
If they can be kept warm, fed, and watered, then people tend to not be too bad to work with.
Yeah, they'll be all right.
Yeah.
There you go. That's the best way to deal with it.
That is Clubber Lang behind us. Yes. Someone knows who Clubber Lang is.
What is it?
You guys don't know who. From Rocky.
Yeah.
There he is. Clubber with the guy from Assassin's Creed. Which Assassin's Creed guy is it?
Ezio. That's
there you
Ezio.
go. They do that.
Dottore da Firenze.
Is it possible to add custom colors to layers in the timeline? After Effects, yeah, it's good old After Effects. Visually easier to organize. It would be great if that was coming in an update later this year. Which it is. What?
I didn't.
Chaffair? God.
Better stop giving stuff away. Why is the centre one keeping silent?
That's just the way I am.
Yeah.
Because I won't shut up.
He's contemplating.
Yeah.
Oh, yay, someone on Facebook is like, oh no, it's gone.
That's what I just answered. That's the one I
that's the one you answered.
Yeah, I did
Okay.
answer that one.
Fantastic.
Are you on a green screen? No, this is real.
This is legit.
This is
Yeah,
real.
just throw something at it.
Yeah. See, I can pick a thing up.
Ollie, run at it.
Break the illusion.
Do you want to get this on, Javert?
What's your favorite tool, software, or app other than HitFilm that you use with your films?
Oh, that's from Daft of Things as well. He makes awesome stuff.
Oh, cool. I would say Photoshop, probably, just because it edits the pictures that I need to use in HitFilm.
I wish we were making an image editor.
Oh, there he is. He's found a way.
I would
Yeah.
also say Photoshop is my favorite. I think my favorite piece of
Yeah.
software ever is Photoshop. I think it's too big for any one person to know, but it's just so powerful, and you can design like an interface in it for a product. In fact, the original interface designs for HitFilm were done in it, and you can like fix photos and do all sorts of stuff. It's just
A versatile
a great tool.
Yeah, I think in terms of software, the thing I have open more than,
World of Warcraft.
yeah, there you go, World of Warcraft. That's what I have open most. Photoshop I probably use quite a bit at work, and then Unity at home. So
Unity.
that's probably the
Love a bit of
piece of
Unity.
software that is open most. That and Visual Studio. Good times.
Oh my god, I need an image editor from you guys.
We will talk about it in a future live stream about product that we have coming out. Yes.
Someone's mentioned GIMP as well as a piece of
Free software. Good old,
Yeah,
that's a good piece of free software.
I've used that for designing game stuff. So, it's handy. It's different to use than other
Phil
image
Wesson
editors, but, yeah.
VR tutorials coming soon from Josh. Yeah. Warp stabilizer would be something that we want to look at. We want to make sure that if we do stabilization that it's really good, but that might be something early next year that we're looking into. Just for VR side, I'm going to start a YouTube channel, try and learn from these guys and from Kirsty, and I'm going to be covering like VR in it. Now that we have this studio set up, I will be doing that probably towards the end of the year. It'll cover VR, Unity, filmmaking, what kind of things you need to think of when you're trying to make a product that you might want to sell, thinking about the user and stuff, and also setting up a small business, which probably isn't interesting to most of you, but it's like how do you like build a small business and love what you do every day. So yeah, a bit of that.
Cool.
I think that's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
Let's
like
hope
it
so.
does.
Let's hope there's at
It
least
sounds
one other
good.
person that thinks
I'll
that
be
too.
watching it. Don't
You'll be
worry.
watching me filming it.
Yeah,
You better watch it on YouTube
Yeah,
too.
yeah. Just keep refreshing it, racking up those views.
Parenting puppet points. That's a good point.
Parenting puppet points. Please, pretty please. That's a lot of P's.
I don't know if we've got that down as a requested thing. Can you remember
Parenting
that?
puppet points.
I don't check the the feature requests often. I've seen it before in the forum.
Kirsty, can you make a note of parenting puppet points? Thank you. There we go. It has been noted.
Oh, someone said, do you have Instagram? Yes, we do. Is it just HitFilm in
Yes,
Instagram?
just
Is that who we
HitFilm.
are? Yeah, search for HitFilm. We are there. You'll see me in a green screen suit. Is like the
That's a good
second to last image. It's a good one. Go like it. Tutorial coming soon.
Right. Digital audio workstation image editor alongside HitFilm. So someone's saying, HitFilm, they're saying that we should do audio, we should do an image editor, and get you off those Adobe apps for good. Well, one part of that story is alive already and will be discussed more with you guys soon. We're going to be talking about what we're doing with image more in one of these future ones, but we have that going on. audio is something we're looking at, but it's about making the right tool for the job, because there's also some excellent free audio products out there. What's the one that Simon always swore by? Was that
Audacity?
Audacity.
Audacity. That is a
It's
common go-to. Isn't
kind of a hard to beat because it's so good, because it's free.
Decapitation.
it? Someone's written decapitation effect in the comments.
Well,
Close. Maybe. Who knows? Stay tuned. It's a fun effect, I think. I thought it would be fun anyway. So I enjoyed making it. Yeah, keep an eye out. Only a few weeks to go. So
chance for easier text tools. I think the new text tools we have coming out are easier to use, but I think in particular there might be some easier to use titling type stuff coming up.
Someone said Reaper is great too for audio. I've not heard of that. I've not come across that, but there you go. There's another suggestion, guys. Have you not seen that one?
Is your beard real?
No, it's actually fake. No, it's real.
not real.
I might shave it sometime soon. Who knows?
And get a haircut, you said.
Yeah, I know.
Just going
Get a
out.
haircut,
Just
Ollie.
yeah, I might go all out and just look smart. Who knows?
He
A
does
big- a
have
big
an
change.
impressive beard. yeah, it's
Impressive.
it's terrifying.
Yeah, for everyone.
This dude keeps asking mine. He keeps calling me Center One.
Center, hashtag center.
That's what we call you.
What is your name?
Center
Center one. Yeah.
What is your name? I don't know. If you just look on any video in the past like 3 months, I'm
Yeah.
probably in it.
Plus,
And I have
it's
a
more
lower
than that.
third every single time.
I want to call you Center One now, though.
Yeah.
I
That's
have
great.
so many nicknames now.
Center One.
One take, cool breeze. Center One.
He's that cool.
Yeah. Cool breeze your bed.
One
Oh,
take
yeah.
cool breeze.
Excellent. AAVFX or AAVFX. We gave you, we shouted out your channel recently because it is awesome.
That was on
So,
the audio visualizer tutorial.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, what will your first tutorial actually be about?
Well,
Give us the
It's-
lowdown.
it's I don't want to give away too much, but I will. So it's around a spookier time of year. And I'm going to be creating a.
It's like you're trying to surprise them that
Yeah.
Halloween is coming.
Yeah.
Surprise, guys!
Yeah.
Halloween.
It's like, already? Yeah, I'm doing like a cool kind of ghosty effect with inspired heavily by Nearly Headless Nick.
Oh, cool. That is very
Pretty
cool.
much, because he cool. And yeah, I thought it'd be a really cool effect because we've done stuff in the past, but never anything quite like this. I'm looking forward to putting it out to you guys and seeing what you can do with the effect and how creative you can get, because it's actually really fun to put together, and I think you can do a lot with it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, show us what you got.
Spooky time of year coming. I can't imagine. Says Dr. Wow.
This guy
Yeah.
knows.
Cool.
Someone said I sound American.
Well,
You think so?
hashtag Center One. It's really again.
The page
page
is
is
created
created-
just now. Do I have a fan page?
I don't know. I hope so. Get on there. He'll be signing autographs at the end of this.
Someone's put, this is Fandom Studios, said, I found the layout of panes would not keep the configuration when switching back and forth between editor and composite. Well, there's two parts of this. One is that you can actually save your own workspace layouts, and maybe if you're, when you picked to go to editor or composite in the actual workspace, it will be the defaults that we've got there. So if you're making your own set of layout, do that yourself. If it's because you're taking a panel out and then putting it back, this is something that we're aware of doesn't work how we would want it to in HitFilm, and we will be working on that.
Last bit.
Cool.
Ta-da.
Yeah, that's true.
What is your favourite movie that has come out lately?
I can't even
Couldn't
remember
do that.
anything that I've.
I mean, the most recent film I've watched that's kind of like recent is Deadpool 2, which is great.
Mission Impossible.
oh,
Mission
yeah.
Impossible was the greatest action movie maybe of the last 10 years.
And I've not seen it, but there you go.
It was everything it needed to be. I was blown away.
You need to be writing film reviews like that.
I really
That'd
do.
be-
I have nothing more to say. Tom Cruise is the action hero of our generation.
It's because of his
The
run.
previous generation, and he has the best run in Hollywood.
Excellent.
Yes. Yeah.
There we go. Someone just said, it's my birthday. Can you say happy birthday?
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday!
How old are you?
Woohoo!
If it's
Let us
not
know.
rude to ask.
Saved it.
Um,
Cool. Yeah, speaking of films, there are a lot of upcoming films. And we would like to do effects on several. All of them.
you don't sound sure, Ollie.
As many as possible. So we've got the Harry Potter stuff coming in November, hopefully.
Yeah, a couple
It's
people.
because Fantastic Beasts 2 is coming out as well.
Yes.
So, is the audio still working?
yes.
Cool, excellent. Yeah, so Fantastic Beasts 2 is coming out. That looks fun. I like the trailer.
That's probably the one I'm
Pretty
most
good.
excited about.
That's what I'm looking forward to.
can't wait.
Aquaman, I want it to be good. I'm not 100% sold on the effects.
Well, they've kind of said that they're destroying that universe already.
Have they?
Well, yeah, because everyone doesn't think that
purpose.
there's any more Superman happening, and Batfleck is dead or out. So it's like now you've got like Wonder Woman still happening, but like it's really like now that you've destroyed the Justice League, what?
But Jason Momoa, you know?
Just because you look like him.
God. I'm like, what a guy!
Because you want to get your
hair.
your cosplay. Like.
Yeah, oh yeah, totally. I need to get a lot more buff.
Someone
for
keeps
that.
asking, will
God.
HitFilm work on a Core 2 quad? And someone said a Core 2 Duo above. It's hard to answer. I mean, if you can install Windows 10 on those and you've got a decent enough GPU, there is no particular reason that I can think of, and I could be wrong, but there's no particular reason I can think of that it would not work, but just be very slow, because those are old processors. But we officially don't support anything below like an i3, i5, i7, because those have been out for 7 years now, maybe a long time. So the best we can say is download the demo and try it, because what have you got to lose? If it works in the demo, then it will work in the full version, and Express is free, so just give it a go.
Ta-da!
Okay.
And you can now use all the effects in Express as well.
Yes.
Oh,
Obviously, so you got the full power.
it's over to you, Javert.
Javert.
It's over to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think we haven't actually announced it yet.
Tell us,
but,
Center One.
we want to start doing live tutorials. So, like, instead of these live streams, well, in addition to these live streams, I will be over at my desk in Lot C?
Yeah.
Not 20 feet away. But basically, for an hour, what we're thinking is that I take you through an effect, but for an hour, like in real time, as I, instead of a recorded and edited tutorial, take you through for an hour so that you can see all the mistakes I make, really, to be honest.
Yeah.
That's what I spend most of my time doing. But yeah, if you have any suggestions for effects that would be good ideas for that longer tutorial content, let us know.
Yeah.
But that'll be coming soon.
It's going to be, I think a lot of it is going to be showing kind of the reality of like doing the effects and stuff, because the tutorials that Javert does obviously are kind of between like 8 and 15 kind of minutes long-ish, but it does take a while to kind of tweak all the effects as you're coming up with it.
I would say
and stuff like that,
each
so.
tutorial, in terms of the effect, the final effect, it could take me up to 2 weeks to do that. So, and then I condense it down to 8 to 15 minutes. So,
I think the great thing about this is showing your decision-making process, and maybe even people interactively helping with that decision-making process. So that could be really, really exciting, because being a creative is all about you start going in one direction and you pivot and go in a completely different direction. So
Great words
yeah,
from
that
Central.
will
I made
be
it worse by
that'll be awesome. Someone was also, there's 2 questions I saw. Someone said that they would like the X, Y, and Z coordinates on some of our stuff split into separate keyframeable elements. This is something that we're looking at as well. And someone says, I have an Intel HD Graphics 620. Will it work on that? Yes, but I would say you're right at the bottom end of GPUs there. You're not going to be running the most recent Call of Duty with everything on Ultra. And HitFilm will probably be pretty good at doing some editing and stuff like that, but you're going to be limited by that GPU. So by all means, give it a go, but there'll be some things, particularly once it gets to 3D lights and shadows and 3D models, that aren't the fastest.
There you go. Nice. And we got a question on Facebook. Are there motion graphics templates for HitFilm?
Not yet.
I don't know what that means, so I can't even comment on it.
Yes. Well,
We've got some more motion graphics stuff on the way in terms of tutorials. at the very least, if that will sate your motion graphics hunger.
The tech stuff that we're doing is really going to help with that. But I think also just the idea of like a really awesome templates engine where people could like build really complicated things, but then make it very simple for other users to edit them without having to go into all the details. That would be cool. Someone should do that.
Yes. Excellent.
Can you explain how to win one last time?
One more time. Sure. Yeah, so what we'd like you to do, if you would like to, what we got? We got 15 minutes left, guys. So it's getting close to the end. And one last time to be in for a chance of winning HitFilm Pro this Thursday's live stream. Send us your favorite project that you have made in HitFilm. Send us like a link to where you've uploaded it on YouTube. If you don't want to show everybody and it's unlisted, you can send us the link and we can see unlisted videos. But yeah, send us your work and tell us why it's your favorite piece of work. Tell us why it's your favorite project, what effects have you used, you know, the process that you've gone through of creating it. Just let us know a little bit about it, and we will be going through all the entries and picking a winner at the end. And it'll probably be revealed tomorrow, I imagine, is a realistic time frame. Tomorrow or next week. So keep an eye on those emails.
Small Town Cinema says how to make 3D models look best in your scene. We've got a couple of tutorials about that. I mean, Simon did some way back in the day, didn't he?
Yeah, it's been a while since we had a more recent one, but we do have tutorials on compositing 3D models.
Absolutely.
Yeah, there's one. I mean, you've done one on just importing 3D models from Blender into HitFilm specifically with that ATAT model.
I think it's the one with the car that Simon did. That's a really good one.
There's also one, the one that we did for Halo Jump with Calvin compositing the airplane.
Oh yeah,
into the you know, the environment. That's a good one, and he does a lot of tweaking there to get it looking like the plane belongs in that scene.
Yeah, he knows what he's doing.
So yeah, I think you can find that on a Halo Jump playlist. Yeah, so go and hunt it down there. I think that's Chris from Small Town Cinema, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah. So yeah, go and hunt it down.
There's been a couple of camera questions. Beginner cameras, cinema cameras. What's our favorite camera? Beginner camera. If you've got like a smartphone, you've probably got the best beginner camera you're about to get anyway. I'd prefer using my iPhone's camera to anything like a GoPro, to be honest. Some of them have like sweet stabilization on them, and I'd probably go HD with the stabilization over UHD without good stabilization. Mid-range, I'm loving the GH5S that we've got at the front here. We're going to be using that as much as possible. We probably won't be using our Sony FS700 anymore now that we've got that.
It is a good camera.
If we were going out and doing something a little bit more pro, if we're working with the high-end pros like we sometimes do, they all have red cameras, but for me, the C300 Mark II Canon, I think, is just the nicest camera to work with. But yeah, these GH5Ss are pretty sweet. So yeah, that would be what I say. What about you guys? What camera would you use, Javert?
I've only used two cameras, really. I've used this GH5, and then the one that I was using when I wasn't working for HitFilm was a Canon T3i, and I got pretty comfortable with that. Even though it's not the best camera, I got comfortable with using it. So I would say that, or the GH5. I haven't really used a lot of cameras.
I've used next to no cameras. I used to vlog a lot. I had a tiny little camera. I can't even remember what it was. It was like some random thing from nowhere.
Someone's saying, can you bring 3D models into HitFilm Express? Yes, you can. You can do this right now, and you can just use the demo and try it out. But you can then also buy that as an add-on if you want to use it, so that's really cool. Part-Time Films is saying a good beginner camera is the Panasonic G7, which is only $500 at B&H Photo, which I doubt people in the US buy cameras from any other supplier. They are the big ones, and I believe you can also buy HitFilm from those guys. But yeah, I think we are kind of Canon guys, aren't we? We like the Canons. We like all that stuff. Oh, HitFilm, you're awesome. Oh, guys.
Oh, you.
That's nice.
Someone has said beginner audio tips. I saw it. Andy specifically mentioned which microphone for audio.
Yeah, we're not great on microphones, to be completely honest. You know, the best, we've got these blue ones now that we're using. They're great for this kind of application, but you know, we've used some Rode mics and stuff, whether that's the
That's
Rode
like
Link,
the go-to, isn't it?
which they're
almost?
pretty nice. But yeah, I think microphones is my weakest point.
It's tricky. I think with there's a lot of research to be done on stuff like that. Generally, when you with what we've got now, where you're most likely to buy stuff off the internet. Definitely check those user reviews.
And there's a lot you can
stuff.
do to make the most out of a microphone in terms of like editing the audio, messing with the parametric equalizer it is in Audition. So like, and you can put pillows on either side of the mic, and that'll make a big difference. So there's a lot you can do.
Options.
Yeah, to change how high quality it sounds.
Someone said up there, hashtag center one. Answer from you. How can I believe it was like? How can they be like improve their creativity and like get the creative juices flowing and improve their process? What would you do when you need to be creative? How do you start centering on an idea, Javert?
I watch the pros. So I watch movies and TV shows, and I look for things that I like in terms of like cinematography or visual effects, and then I try to replicate it, and that helps me get better, and it gives me something to show off.
This
Nice.
guy says, "Can I send a video that isn't on his channel?" He can send a video that's not on his channel, can't he? As long as
Yeah,
there's some way
if
of
you-
us viewing it.
And if you made it,
I didn't make this, but here.
yeah, as long as you're the person behind it, that'd be fantastic.
How do I use the demo 3D model? Because it's not in the
Centurion
not on the
ideas,
Express
so-
update. If you have the very latest version of Express, you should be able to go where you import your media and click import. There's a little arrow, little menu comes out, import 3D model, and select your model there.
At least version 9.1.
9.1. Make sure you got 9.1.
Are y'all going to start live streaming weekly?
Um,
That's a lot of ideas to come up with
Yeah.
in terms of stuff to talk about. So
That's-
not weekly, but more often.
yeah, hopefully more often.
Well,
So, yes.
sorry, jackpot.
Yeah.
Could
so-
you do a tutorial on extracting difficult subjects like people from
Tiffany.
footage not shot on a green screen or blue screen?
Ooh.
How would we do that?
Different. Wait, say that again.
Could
So-
you do a tutorial on extracting difficult subjects like people from footage not shot on a green screen or blue screen?
So
That sounds like-
Rotoscoping.
Yeah.
yeah.
That's not going to be a fun tutorial. I'll be honest with you.
It'll be very slow.
It's hard. It's hard.
Yeah.
They're tracing around
It will all be
each
on in
person.
fast forward.
all the movement. Sometimes you have to split it up, so you have to trace their arms first, then you have to trace their head. It's
And if they're not on a blue screen or green screen, you probably haven't shot the lighting the same as. Well, the chances are the lighting's probably different to the other scene as well. Because there'll be. But I don't know. There
Yeah,
could be
take
a
a
lot
green
of,
screen or a blue screen and save yourselves precious time and energy.
Yeah, so
if
much.
if you want a tutorial on rotoscoping something difficult, check out the Annihilation video that we did with Film Riot, because I have a video there using Mocha to rotoscope because they didn't use a blue screen and I had to rotoscope the whole thing.
Someone said, oh no, I think Kirsty's saying that we need to say something funny because someone said we should do something funny, and she's challenging us to say the worst joke that we know.
I don't know jokes. I'm not funny.
You don't know jokes.
I don't know. Jokes
I'm not aware
either.
of jokes.
Yeah.
What are jokes?
It's like, why did the chicken cross? No. I
well,
got-
that's good.
No.
What's grey and can't climb trees?
What?
A car park.
What's? No, I can't even say that. I just remembered the joke. I'm not saying that.
Is it really rude? Is it
No,
something
it's
like
not. But
massively
it
rude?
sounds like it might be a little bit rude.
Get
I
Joe
know
in
what-
here.
I-
Joe will tell jokes.
Yeah, I know one about a dragon that's like goes on for about 3/4 of an hour. We'll do that as the whole live stream next time.
Yeah, that sounds fun. Look forward to it. No.
How can I update HitFilm? Well, when you launch HitFilm, it should tell you.
It does, yeah.
That's JL Films DE. Yeah, it should say there's an update, but if not, go to the website, grab it from either the downloads page or from your account.
Yeah, the what's new page, is that the one you speak about, the update page? Yeah.
Night Sleeper is saying, can you add 5.1 sound? At the moment, you can only do stereo. This is true. And we will look into this as something to do. The level, I think 5.1 sound editing requires quite a lot of power. So in terms of like the UI, the tutorials and the information around it, so it's something that we'll look at. But that won't be coming anytime particularly soon. Ignite Express, Ignite updates. Yes, there are updates to Ignite Pro coming. Express will be a little bit further off.
There we go. Cool. Just to let you know, guys, we've got 5 minutes left. 5 minutes left. There you go. How professional.
I think we might need to repeat the email address that they need to send out to, maybe even spell it out, because someone's saying, sorry, they've got like a bounce back. So
Kirsty just wrote.
Yeah, there it is. Not to brag.
Kirsty. Kirsty's good.
It's it's a confusing email. We should probably make another.
Like submissions. At
there we go. That's a good
Someone's saying that when, sometimes when they try and import audio that's an MP3, it shows an error. How do I fix that? Certain metadata.
That's from G, Chris.
Yes.
1228.
Yeah, sorry, yes.
Nailed it.
Okay. Sometimes the metadata inside certain MP3s, because it can store all sorts of things in the, I believe, probably the ID3 tags or something like that. Some of those conflict, and HitFilm doesn't like importing it. The best thing to do in that case at the moment, we are working on this, and it should be fixed before too long, would be to import it into something like Audacity and then just export it again as just regular stereo with no ID3 tags or anything like that.
Okay. Ravinder Ramavat says, what was the most challenging effect that you've made so far? My one's got to be the ghost effect, because
it's the only effect that I've made.
Yeah, it's pretty much it. That's all I got.
I think for me, in terms of time, I actually can't talk about it because it's not out yet. But in terms of in terms of like the quantity of visual effects, I would say Halo Jump, which if you search for that, you'll find it. It was it took 3 months to do that, and it was like 13 or 14 visual effect shots, and there was just so much footage that I had to keep track of, and you know there was a due date, so each shot had to be at a certain point by a certain date, and make sure that I didn't fall behind on the other shots. Yeah. So it was just a lot of shots, and it came out fine. I enjoyed it a lot, but it was the biggest handling that I've ever had to do for an effects project.
It's cool. I like that one.
Yeah. For me, it was the Star Wars thing that we did. We were really pushing the animation and 3D inside the software and what it could do at the time. So it was beta testing the software while doing the work, and yeah, it was a steep learning curve for everyone involved, including me, and some late nights, but enjoyable all the same.
Yeah. One more question, do you think?
Yeah. One more question, guys.
Kirsty says two. Kirsty says two.
We've got 3 minutes. Yeah, we can do 2.
Quick fire round.
I have HitFilm Pro. Should I include Ignite Express, or is that kind of included? Everything that we do in terms of visual effects is already in HitFilm Pro. If you have the latest version of HitFilm Pro, you've got everything. You don't need to go and get the other software at all unless you are trying to install it into maybe other editing software that you have.
Yep.
So yeah, if you got it, don't worry about it.
Yeah, Ignite is just for putting those effects into
that question was from, I can't see it.
Oh, it's gone.
What? Vian fan.
There we go.
Next question. Brick Filmer's FX Guide says, can I see the silver play button? That is in Studio Lot C, so it's not here.
It's, bring it over if you want.
We're going to have to recenter it. Okay.
Oh no. What have you done? Here it is. Wow. Check out that. Nice, shiny.
We can't even see it, so it probably has a big reflection on it.
Yeah, it's probably just reflecting something awful.
One of those. Yeah,
it's
reflecting
Studio A. 3D camera tracker. Also, love you guys so much. I'm probably answering more questions than I'm not meant to be, but yeah, we are looking at 3D camera trackers, but we would want to make sure that we were making just something amazing. Oh no.
There you go.
And that's it for today.
And that is it. Oh wow, this is like the most
quickest hour.
Yeah.
It has gone really quickly.
Flown.
We do hope that along with the live tutorials there will be more live Q&A stuff, but we'll also be putting stuff out on Instagram and Facebook and stuff, so do follow us everywhere, and do click the little bell icon thing so that you make sure every time that we do anything you get notified because it really helps us, because the more people we get subscribed and the more people we see are watching the content, the easier the argument is for making more of it.
Yes.
So yes.
Yeah, that's exactly it. Yeah. The more subscribers, the more content. Right?
Yeah.
So yeah. Thanks ever so much for watching, guys. Thanks for joining us. It's been awesome. Thanks for the questions as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
They've been fantastic.
You guys have been on it. It's great.
Yeah, it's great to see so many different people that we have spoken to before and that we speak to via email and stuff like that in the comments. It's been really cool.
Cool.
So,
see you next time.
Thanks for joining us. See you next time. Bye-bye. And that's a wrap.
If she...
Yeah.